look okay? Oh, I'm on. Hi, Craig again with Kootenai Storage and Relocation, or KootenaiMoving.com. I knew I was on. Wanting to give you a packing tip on how to pack one of the most challenging things that I come across in the house. Dried flower arrangements. People can spend $500 or more on a dried flower arrangement. Here it is all, crumbly and breakable and beautiful, but how the heck do you put that in a box, drive 550 miles, and come out looking exactly just as good as it looked before? That's a challenge. So let me give you some tips on what I know about packing dried flower arrangements, because I've done a lot of them. And I do the best I can. That's the bottom line. You do the best you can. So here's the box. In this particular dried flower arrangement, it has an oval vase. And what you do is first of all, what you do is you create a bird's nest. So I'm going to have crumpled up paper all the way around here. And in this particular case, it's not going to be real high. It's only going to be maybe 5-6 inches up. It's maybe going to come up to here. So it's going to come 5 or 6 inches. And I'm going to crumple paper up. And I am going to put a little crumpled paper here in case, I go over some potholes, and so the bottom of the vase will absorb some shock. But I create a bird's nest for this vase to sit down in, so that it's not going, sloshing back and forth inside the box. So here we go. Okay, so the saving grace about this particular dried flower arrangement is it's not dried flowers, it's plastic flowers. So you still be careful with it, but it's not a $500 plastic flower arrangement either. But in some cases, you can remove a couple things sometimes. So this thing that's in here somehow is going to come out. Oh, it was just sitting on top of there. So here's the dried flower arrangement, and let's assume that it is. It's got, made of real twigs. Sometimes there's going to be a twig that breaks. You do the best you can. And in this case, and sometimes you can actually, if it's really tall, some of those tall pieces, because it's that green foam down in there, you can actually pull some of these really tall pieces out of there, so that then you end up dealing with this. And as I put this down in here, the box is going to kind of force these sides, it's going to force these sides up a little bit. And that's okay. It's going to have to be. And I snugged that right down into that bird's nest. And so now when we're carrying it, look how, I'll really test it by turning it this way, but if you see how I'm shaking it, it's not sloshing around in there. And that's really what you want to have happen with a dried flower arrangement, because if it's sloshing around, obviously all those twigs are getting broken. So dried flower arrangements, build a bird's nest, gently stick it down into the bird's nest, you're going to be good to go. Thanks.